Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. We are asking about September. Can't believe we are in September already. Beautiful souls, we have 3 piles for you to choose from. September is actually quite a powerful month astrologically. I think we're going to see quite a lot of potential shifts and turns. So very interesting to see what we are showing today. So what is happening in September? Let me show you the cards first, and then I'm going to draw a token or some tokens. I'll see what comes out of the bag for the piles as well. So we have for pile 1, the frog and the lotus, metamorphosis. So this is for pile 1. For pile 2, we have the boar and pumpkin, confidence. And for pile number 3, we have the coyote and datura, the card of deceit. Very interesting. So those are our 3 cards for our 3 piles. See which one you are drawn to. Welcome everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you so much to those of you who follow my readings on a regular basis. It is such an honor to read for you. Welcome everyone who's new. Let's draw some tokens as well. So for pile 1, you've got 3. You have a telephone, like an old-fashioned telephone. You have a crown. And you have a keyhole. I believe that's what that is. I might just check. Bear with me, let me just check. But I think that is a keyhole. Let me just double check in the little book. Make sure I'm getting that right. So 104. Yeah, keyhole. It is a keyhole. I thought it was. So, how interesting. Let's see what we have for pile 2. 3 again. You have the ship's wheel. You have a bath with a shower, and you have 83. This is like a hand pointing at something. I'm going to check what that one is as well. 83. If you are interested in any of the cards or indeed the tokens that I'm using today, I will list them all in the description box below. 83, Hand of God. Wow. Divine intervention. It is. It's a finger pointing at something. Divine intervention, divine guidance, bolt out of blue epiphanies. Okay, so that's pile 2. And 3 again. For pile 3, we have a painter's palette. We have like a mask. Again, I'm going to check that one in just a second, see that I've got that correctly. And then we have like an old-fashioned, this looks like a projector of some sort. Let me just check for you for that one as well. 15 is the devil. So it's kind of I saw it as a mask, but this is actually the token of the devil. And then 79, it is a movie projector. That's what I thought it was. Okay, so those are the tokens. Those are the cards. Beautiful souls, see which one you're drawn to. Now, if more than one of these piles, either the cards or the tokens, is really speaking to you, it may be that Spirit is wanting to give you information or guidance or a message for September that is about a different kind of situation. I mean, we all have a lot happening in our lives, so it may be that there's more than one situation that Spirit is wishing to tune in with you and pass you a message about. So my beautiful souls, whichever pile or piles you are drawn to, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. And what I'll do is I'll put the timestamps below, but leave the video running for just a few moments longer in case any of you want just a little bit more time. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. What is happening for you in September? I'm going to draw from the Akashic Tarot first. I am seeing this one. Also, those 3, just 4 in fact coming through. Let's go with them. If that is what's coming through, let's go with them. Okay, you have the Ace of Forces, the Akashic Field. You have the 7 of Roses, Journey. You have the King of Forces. You have the Architect, so this is another ace, the Ace of Keys. You have the 5 of Keys, Wishes Fulfilled. I can't believe this. You've now got the Ace of Roses as well. Wow, 3 aces. And the Akashic Library sitting underneath the Akashic Field. I kind of feel a little bit like I want to say destiny and fate are unfolding for you. Now, the Frog and Lotus, Metamorphosis. I mean, this is about opportunity, change, transformation, and natural transformation, time for transformation. Now, this is very interesting. Your tokens, I think, are fascinating. I feel like you're going to get a call or a communication. And I think you need to take action, because the Crown is really about sovereignty. And I think you need to take an action, which curiously enough is then going to lead to something that unlocks a door or an opportunity. And it's a new possibility. You have 3 aces. The Ace of Forces, the Ace of Keys, the Ace of Roses. Now, we've got travel implied with the Journey. We've got wishes fulfilled. The Akashic Library, I feel like seeing the contract in the commitment card here of the Ace of Roses. If any of you are traveling, or if any of you are considering moving or starting something new, I just feel that this is, excuse me, because the King of Forces this is a very earthy energy. I think almost as though destiny is playing out here in some way, shape or form. Some kind of change that absolutely needs to happen, is happening, a metamorphosis. So I think this is a really exciting change for you. So my beautiful souls, I think something in your circumstances is going to significantly shift and change. It's quite interesting because I feel that it will arrive. Almost it's going to come to you. I think you will then respond to it, but it will come to you in some way. The destiny, the fate element of this is really, really interesting. Because in a way, I'm seeing like a collaboration. If we think about manifestation in its truest form as an amazing collaborative enterprise between you and between the universe, between Source, Spirit and the Great Mystery, it is as though something knocks on your door or arrives, and that enables you to take action. But it was kind of meant to be. I feel that you've already put something out there. You've put something into the Akashic field. You've put a request into the universe. You've requested some kind of a new beginning, a fresh start in something. Now with the Ace of Keys, this could be something quite in the practical. It could be the practical side of your world. You know, we've got wishes fulfilled, so something's coming through in abundance. It could be love with the Ace of Roses. It could be relationship. But whatever it is whatever the request is that you've put into the universe, I feel that it's kind of like this is the point when the contract is drawn up, almost like energetically. And so therefore it will be your turn. It's like you've put your request in. The universe, Source, Spirit is orchestrating this now. And then there's a knock on your door or the ring of the phone. And you now then need to sort of step up in your own agency with the Crown and sort of unlock the door. It's like you're going to be given a door a key or a door to be opened. So you now need to take the initiative and sort of physically make it happen. It's a new journey for you. It could literally be that you are on a new journey. Some of you may even be given a key to travel in some way, shape or form. In which case, how exciting, seize the moment. But I'm going to get more cards for you. Let's draw more cards before we say any more. But I think this is a very, very exciting month, and I don't think this is a small change. I think it's a big one. Okay, I'm seeing these three. And we'll draw your tarot cards, or more tarot cards. Okay, blessing to begin. Oh, this is just lovely. Blessing to begin, play with me, and Princess of Purity leaps across. These are lovely cards. They really, really are. I think this is going to actually be quite an easy transition for you. This change, the Frog and Lotus card, it can indicate that change, it's really sort of saying, look, change happens. It happens whether we like it or not. The world is changing. Just making sure that is in focus for you. Make sure that you can see that properly. The change is natural. Change is happening all the time. Because this is a big change, inevitably, if a big change happens, we can have a wobble. But I actually think this is going to be quite chilled and relaxed as a transformation for you, as a metamorphosis. I'm just wanting to get a lot more detail for you. What is this about for my pile ones? So fundamentally, we can see that there is a mega change. The universe is actively working with you on this. It does bring a wish. It fulfills a wish for you. I think it falls into place with kind of synchronicity and timing, which is heavenly. For some of you, it could involve actual travel, but this could also just be indicating like a whole new journey unfolding for you. For some of you, it could involve some kind of legal issues or a contract. So this could be a new job. It could be, a new house or a new property, because we also have the architect. It could literally be you making a commitment to yourself, almost like a bit like a New Year's resolution, where you embark on something and you really commit fully to it, and it's like go, 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 whatever that might be. But the light is shining upon it. It could be a new love. It could be a new commitment to a new relationship. But the light is shining upon it. And it feels like, I almost want to say with the Akashic Library, it's one of those things where it feels like it's written in the stars. I would not be surprised if the astrology for you is really, really indicating favourable change. Let's see what else is shown. Can we get any more information about September for my pile ones? Clearly this is big. You have Page of Spires. Now this is the Page of Swords, but look at the balloon. Something's going to take off. You're going to take off. Again, if you're traveling and you're traveling by air, you might literally take off. But this is looking at a balloon from a balloon. We're inside a balloon here, looking out at another one. That I think is interesting. We have the Three of Stones. So this is the Three of Pentacles. And look at this, this looks for me, I live in the UK, so depending on where you live, this may not look like a foreign land. But for me, it has the feel of a foreign land. Look at this, travelling almost over mountains. Seeing you, maybe you are, I think this is indicating for me that this is a big new change. There's really big new horizons, new dreams opening up for you. We have the Knight of Spires. Look at the progression here. We have the Page, so the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Look at this, it's as though now you're inside. You've moved from being in a balloon to being in the cockpit of an aeroplane, still travelling over mountains. the bird's eye view, the eagle's perch view you're being given. And yet something is emerging in real terms, because the Three of Pentacles is a turning point, and it's got a solid earthy energy about it. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm wondering, actually, I think there may be more than one wish fulfilled. I don't think this is just one. Perhaps that's why it's so big. Blessings to begin. I don't think it's one area of your life that's to be transformed. It's more than one. If you were seeking a new job and love, or you were seeking a new job and a relocation, I think there's more than one thing that is going to be transformed. It's like there's two different methods of transport here we're seeing. And these two, and yet you are crossing mountains. You're crossing a mountain range. I think these are two dreams, and they're big dreams. These are important dreams. They're things that you have dreamt of, thought of, may even have felt as though things that are, if there's been a dream that has felt like it's up in the air, some element of your life where a metamorphosis, a change that you required or desired had not happened. Maybe it was up in the air. I think you can move forwards with it. It gathers momentum. And these two Pentacles cards, the Ace of Pentacles, you've got so many aces showing up, it's untrue. I feel like it's a consolidation. This may be as well, my beautiful souls, there may be something as well that you have started. And maybe you've been waiting for that call, or waiting for that piece of information or that message. Something that gives you the key to open a door for you. I think something definitely comes to you and arrives. And then something that was up in the air can move forwards. It can gather momentum. But I think it is possibly more than one thing for you. More than one wish to be fulfilled. Let's inquire further. The three, now you've got another three. You have the Three of Tides. This is the Three of Cups in a traditional pack. I find this astonishing that you have two threes. You've got all these aces. So the Three of Pentacles, something solid and earthy, your work, your health, your location, your home, the practical, physical stuff around you. And I think something to do with love or relationships. Could be a friendship, could be an existing relationship that moves forwards onto much more solid ground. But I think those are the two areas that we're looking at, something very practical. So as I said, Pentacles, your health, your working world, your physical home, your location. And I think this is the Three of Cups. I think also something of your relationships changes. It becomes consolidated. So it could be a new friendship group. It could be something in your family that moves forwards. It could be something, it could be the love. It could be an existing relationship moves to a level of commitment. It could be a new relationship which is with somebody who is very committed, but something shifts. I think these are the two areas of your world. And it moves from feeling as though it's up in the air to absolutely moving forwards. And I think it takes you onto solid ground. Something consolidates. It becomes real. But I think it is big. I think you do have to take action because you are collaborating with the universe. You are absolutely collaborating. This is not a single-handed you doing all the work, nor is it the universe just delivering something to you. This is the universe actually actively working with you. You're putting the wish and the intent out there, and then the universe is responding, and then you in turn will need to take action. That is what I'm seeing for you for September, pile one. Let's just draw a few more cards to see if we're given any further information about September. Is there anything else, my beautiful pile three, my pile one, my apologies, pile, I was about to say my apologies, pile three, my apologies, pile one, and pile three indeed, my apologies to you both. Let's see, my pile one, we have Four of Tides, the star. Oh, look at the way the colours are just changing. Gosh, there's a depth of colour coming into your life, a depth of meaning. Now we have the Queen and the King. This is mind-blowing because look at the succession. Page, Knight, Queen, King. This is solidly, really happening. But it's also connected to your mind, to your intent, to the ethers responding. How fascinating as well. Can you see we go from up in the air to an aeroplane moving forwards, gathering momentum, to the Queen sitting here. She's on the ground here, but she's at the top of the mountain. And then we get to the King and it's like you reach the summit. So we're seeing during September the real solid progression of these two areas of your life. And with the Four of Tides, I mean, this is the Four of Cups. So what a beautiful, chilled energy. And the Star. Such magical energy. I think, as I said right at the start, which came from the blessing to begin and the play with me, Princess of Purity leaps across. I think that this month is going to be, it's going to be an easy transition for you. Things are going to fall into place with ease, even though it's big, and I do think it is affecting two areas of your world. Pile 1, this is your reading. Wow, 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 and more wow. Beautiful souls. I am thrilled for you. Absolutely thrilled for you. This feels like such a blessing. It's a blessing to begin and to make real in two very important areas of your world. I think this is just magical. You can unlock that key. Pile 1, I'm sending you all the love in the world and huge hugs, and I am sitting in excitement for you, truly, truly. Thank you so much, all of you who are subscribing. It really does help the channel, so thank you for subscribing. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, don't forget to press the little bell icon. All of my all zodiac sign readings are now available on my other channel, the Moon Magic Monthly Tarot channel. I will put the link right at the top of the description and in a comment for you. So if you want to check out your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, you can do so. And my beautiful souls, just have an amazing time. If this is resonating with you, do please give me the thumbs up, and do please share and let people know about the channel, as this really, really helps as well. Tons of love, beautiful souls, and keep me posted in the comments. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Oh, what's happening in September for you? These two are jumping out, and this one here, and this one here. I'm seeing this one here. I do think this is coming through as well. Gosh, lots and lots and lots of cards. And that one there, and that one there. Okay, let's get started. Pile 2, what is happening for you? You have the Karmic Trench. You have Archangel Gabriel. Okay, this is a very significant reading, I think, my beautiful Pile 2s. You have the Willow. You have the Fated Meeting. You have the Three of Scrolls. How fascinating. Okay, this is... I knew September was going to be big, but it really is going to be big. You've got the Master Artisan. You've got the Caught in the Ruins, and then you have the Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time, and it's in reverse, which is telling us that you don't need to hurry something. Right, I'm going to draw a couple more oracle cards, and then we will dive into your reading, and then we'll draw more tarot cards as well. What is happening for my beautiful Pile 2s in September? May I kindly ask what is happening for my Pile 2s in September? You have Tender Trust, Beloved Body, and Sacred Falcon shows the way. Beautiful. These feel like a really significant confirmation of what I'm actually seeing in your reading, Pile 2. Now, you are going to be needing to steer your ship through something that, gosh, I mean, there's divine timing around this. There's such a lot coming through here. I'm going to try and talk about the general energy, and then I'm going to start to get a bit more specific for you. So, because I feel like there's more than one thing going on here. It's almost like I've got two parallel messages. So on the one hand, I've got the karmic trench caught in the ruins sitting together here. Now, the karmic trench is about not repeating patterns. It's an invitation to become aware of what is going on, how you are responding, and not kind of not repeat the pattern, to do it differently. An invitation to step out of a pattern of behaving that ties you into something, caught in the ruins. So this is the same. It's about being entrapped, but actually there's nothing to stop these people here climbing out. You know, there's an easy wall to climb over. They don't have to stay. You don't have to stay in a certain position. You can do something differently. Okay, so we've got something going on here. What we've also got going on is a fated meeting, which is heavenly. I mean, this is a divinely guided meeting, I think, particularly with Sacred Falcon showing the way, and you have the finger of God, which indicates divine guidance. So this is like someone coming in. Now, this could be love. This could be a business partner. This could be a best buddy. In the upright position, this is someone coming in to help you. It's somebody who's on your side. They've got your back. So, for example, if let's say love has been your nemesis and you've struggled to meet the right person, but you've also within you got some sort of patterns of behavior that when you first meet somebody tend to sort of throw you off balance, then this is meeting someone and an opportunity to do it differently, to not let those patterns of behavior get in the way. I mean, I think if you've had challenges within relationship, sometimes when you meet someone, all the defences go up. You could sort of almost lock yourself in when really the one thing you really, really want is to look to the future. Now, I think this is a really positive relationship. So we've got something of a pattern going on that can be done differently. We've got a beautiful, beautiful connection with someone in some way coming here. Now, you are being invited to steer your own ship, to have the courage of your convictions, to follow through with what you actually want. And also to be sort of courageous enough and also resilient enough to navigate whatever this is, whatever buttons are pressed or whatever's going on. Now, these could be two separate situations, or like the example I've given you in a relationship, it could be two elements of the same thing. Either way, take your time. The sands of time is in reverse. If it was the right way up, it would be saying timing is of the essence, but it's in reverse. So take your time. You don't have to rush at this. And because you have the little bathtub with the shower, this is about keeping your energy and your vibration clean and high. So if you are experiencing like some negative thinking, or there's anything in your world going on in parallel to something really positive, don't dive into this. You can change this. This is saying in this month of September, you have the power to do it differently and to change a pattern that could really have been quite entrenched. It could be a perspective, a pattern, or even just where someone presses your buttons and you're on autopilot. You can change something. Take your time though. Cleanse yourself. Cleanse your energy. Keep your energy clean, keep your energy pure, but have the courage and the confidence to go for what you want to go for, to follow through and do something differently. Now, Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication, and the hand of God is pointing and guiding you. You're being guided. Sacred Falcon shows the way. What a confirmation. You're being guided here. Now, I do feel with the Two of Forces and the Willow that you are this carries emotion, this circumstance or situation, whether it's this phenomenal positivity or something pressing your buttons. As I said, maybe two separate situations, could be the same one. Something is quite emotional for you. And when we are emotionally driven, sometimes the emotions can start to steer the ship rather than, conscious sort of stability in our mind. When emotions are driving us, well, that can be a wonderful thing if we're just listening to our heart and following our joy. But if you're following emotions that are fueling insecurities or feeling challenging, then that may not be the very best guidance, and it happens to the best of us. I will just say here, for anyone new to my channel that isn't aware of me or my work, I was a counsellor, a psychotherapist for many, many, many years. I have a completely free online library. It is a completely free resource for anyone who wishes to use it, and it is full of videos and audios and articles and all sorts of stuff that is all to do with, particularly with emotions. So do check it out, because there may be some resources there that could help you if you are finding that your buttons are pressed or that there's challenging stuff going on for you. But take your time. I genuinely feel you can navigate this. You can navigate through this, and you can do it differently. This is really about having the confidence to proceed. With the Master Artisan, the Eight of Keys, there's something to be. You can craft something here. You can craft your direction. You can set your course and craft how you want to move forwards. You can think about how you want to communicate something. You can think about what you want to say. If there's someone in your world who's pressed your buttons and you need to have a difficult conversation, you can think about what you want to say and craft this really carefully. And indeed, there may be somebody there to help you. This is really, there's a lot of, there's both spiritual support, and there's also, I think, real support for you. There's also something, as I said, very, very magical. If this is someone new coming into your life, but you're insecure about love, then I think this would be somebody you could talk to. And I think they may well help you to work through. They might help you to work through your insecurities, help you to stop feeling trapped, or stuck within a pattern in relationship. This would be somebody who can really assist you in overcoming any kind of challenges and therefore move forwards. Above and beyond anything, look after yourself. Self-care is coming in here, both with tender trust, beloved body, and also the cleansing here of the bathtub. But this does feel as though there's a lot of sort of like divine timing going on here, if I'm honest, but also like giving you a pocket of space in which to move something forwards in a really fabulous way. Overcoming insecurities, overcoming a difficulty, finding confidence, having a voice, having people to love you, to support you, to help you to do this, whatever this may be. I'm now going to try and dive in and get a bit more detail. May we have any more detail, please, about, that's rather a lot of cards, too many in one go. Let's get some detail about the Caught in the Ruins and the Karmic Trench. Just see if there's anything we can gain about this. Can we ask about this sort of pattern here? Is there anything that Pile 2, anything that could help Pile 2 in understanding how this might be? I'm actually seeing this one. I'm also seeing this one and this one. And that one. We have the moon. Okay, so there's a lot of emotional content. So this is quite emotionally driven. But you also have the star. That's really beautiful. You have the 5 of branches, which is the 5 of wands. And you've got the sun, the moon. I think this is amazing. You've got the moon, the star, and the sun. Now this is really kind of kind of touching base for me with this sort of flavour of, the finger of God, of destiny, the planets aligning to support you in moving forwards. This is emotionally driven, but the situation that is pressing your buttons is coming here. It's arriving with deliberate intent to help you to move forwards, to help you to re-find hope, to discover confidence, to know that something is possible, and to shine. So whatever arrives in September that presses your buttons, it's arriving with absolute intent to lift you, to raise you, to help you to overcome something, to be empowered. The 5 of Wands in a traditional pack, sometimes it's almost like competition or envy or jealousy, or there's got that kind of flavour around it. But ultimately the energy, the high vibration of the 5 of Wands, it says step up, not down. Don't be deterred. If you're stepping into like a competitive marketplace, then, trust and believe that you have your place in that, and that your idea, your vision will be not only as good as everybody else's, but potentially even better. It's got that flavour. So this is an invitation for you to step up, not down in any way. You are going to shine. This is about your confidence, you shining. And even though this is, I do think this carries emotion. Well, it will do if it's pressing your buttons. Why wouldn't it? Even if it's carrying emotional content, this is an absolute thumbs up. Maybe you've never had a voice over something. Maybe you've never dared to share to a partner how you really feel. And you've met somebody and they seem trustworthy, really trustworthy. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's somebody, a business partner, and you've never dared to share your biggest dream or ever felt it was possible. Or your insecurities about not being good enough or not being able to achieve it. Whatever this is for you, you're to have a voice. You are to do something differently, and the entire purpose of this, the entire purpose is so that you know how amazing you are, and that you step up and that you shine. But take your time, look after yourself, navigate this with care and with self-care, my beautiful pile 2. Let's ask about the fated meeting. May we kindly ask for more information about the fated meeting. We have these 2 cards showing through. I'm also seeing this one. I think this one as well. Okay, let's look at these. We can always draw more. Okay, you have the Fool. Wow. So this is a new beginning. Look at this. Take a risk. Whatever this connection, this fated meeting is, this new connection, take a risk. Go for it. Set sail. Look at this. Look at the beautiful imagery in the Fool card. We have these fantastic tall ships sitting in the harbour. And what do we have? Setting your course in a tall ship with the sails full in the wind. I think that is just amazing. The Hermit. This tells us that you will be guided. This is a guided, again, it's a fated connection. It's guided. We have the King of Stones. Let me just put this here. We have the King of Stones and the 3 of Stones. So you have the King of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles, the energy of the King of Pentacles, he's earthy, he's successful, he's positive, he's powerful, he's at the top of his game. That's the energy. So we have the energy of success and abundance here. And the 3 of Stones is a turning point. All the 3s are a turning point. It often involves collaboration. This is a partnership that is going to work. This is a partnership that will bring success, and it will bring happiness, and it will bring abundance. Whether that is abundance in terms of your emotional abundance, your emotional fulfillment, whether it's material, business partnership, material abundance. This is a guided, fated meeting that is arriving to take you to a space of profound happiness. This is a collaborative union. On whatever level or whatever kind of relationship this is, it's a collaborative union. How beautiful. And any insecurities you may have connected to relationship, friendship, business partners, whatever, if your buttons are pressed, it's here to overcome. And if this is something completely separate, interestingly enough, this person will absolutely support you 100%. Whether it's a separate issue that you're having to deal with, or whether it is in overcoming anything within you that stops you from really being able to embrace what this connection has to offer. Actually, this is ultimately, I think, a kind of a relationship reading, but you're going to shine. This is wonderful. And take your time. Let it unfold and allow yourself to be supported at every step of the way, whether that is through spirit, source, readings, or indeed from the person themselves. Pile 2, this is your reading. It's time to steer your ship in the direction. Oh, look, steer your ship. I hadn't even made that connection, and here we are. Here's the steering wheel, and look at that. It's the steering. It's the wheel of an old-fashioned ship. Yeah, it's time for you to launch into something new, which I believe is some sort of connection, some sort of relationship. Steer the ship in the direction you want to go in and do it differently. Overcome anything that might have otherwise previously been in the way. Wow. I said this at the end of pile 1. I'm going to do it again now. Wow, wow, and even more wow. Pile 2, this is a beautiful, beautiful turning point. I know September is bringing massive changes astrologically, but wow, this really looks to me as though, you might be feeling it emotionally and most definitely at depth, but the outcome is so fabulous for you. It really, really is. Pile 2, don't forget to check in on my library if that will be helpful to you. And obviously do check in on other readings through the month if that's going to be helpful to you. Thank you so much, all of you who follow my readings and subscribe. It really does help the channel. It helps me to continue to put free stuff into the world. Thank you for commenting. And if this is resonating, do give me the thumbs up. And, do share as well. It really helps if people let other people know about the channel. Pile 2, tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. What is happening in September? You have the card of the Coyote and Datura, which is the card of deceit. Now, it's very interesting energy because Coyote energy is not always about deceit, but sometimes it's about cunning or a little bit of trickster energy. However, Coyote energy also asks us to sort of lighten up and laugh about our situation, to try and look at it in different ways. Datura is interesting because it was said to be, the ingredients of Datura were said to help witches ride upon their broomsticks. But you do also have the devil, the palette, the painting palette, and the projector. And the moment the projector came through, I kind of thought, is there someone around you who is projecting something? Someone who's projecting something onto you, or projecting an image, like a painting, the palette, that is not entirely upfront, so which is kind of the energy of this card. So this is going to be interesting. Let's see what is shown for you in September, my beautiful pile 3s. Maybe kindly ask for guidance, information about September for my beautiful pile 3s. I'm seeing that one just in there. I do believe there is more in this pack. May we kindly ask what is happening for my pile 3s. There it is, that one. In September, we have the light of the world. Okay, someone knocking on your door. We have got up in the air. We've got the Ark of the Covenant. We have initiation and the Count Saint Germain. We also have Archangel Raphael in reverse and the Buddha prepares. Okay. Right, opportunity knocks. When something's up in the air, if this was in the upright position, it would suggest that something isn't quite finalised, whereas in reverse, I think something is being finalised. The Ark of the Covenant means you're on track. It's almost like your karmic journey. You're on track with your karmic journey. The Initiation and the Count Saint Germain is you rising in vibration, rising in consciousness. Interesting that we have Archangel Raphael in reverse. Okay. I'm going to read to you from the book, I think, for this. Yeah, Archangel Raphael. Lovely. In reverse. This card reverse could signify an emotional or physical condition or a split in the family that needs to be healed. Something troubles you and you may not realize that you're not on... Where are you? Lost my way. Isn't that interesting? Lost my way through the wording. Wonder what that is about. Something troubles you and you may not realize that you're not using all your resources. Let Raphael be part of the solution, even if you've never thought about asking for heavenly help before. Consider all your options for healing the issue and emotions at hand. Practice meditation to bring yourself to a higher perspective. Consciously work with your thoughts and words to help shift difficult feelings. And if therapy would be helpful, seek that out. Whether you're suffering from a broken heart, from lost love, or painful childhood memories, it is time to stop living in the dark. Raphael longs to bring his light and love to your life. Open your heart, ask for help, and let him in. When you do, you may find that your miracle awaits. So there is something here that, and I'm really, really sorry that that's happening to you and in your world, Pile 3. But there is something here that needs to find some healing. I feel that it arrives like it knocks on your door. I almost feel when I look at this card that somehow this is something that isn't going to go away. It's knocking on your door, and even though you might quite like it to go away, I don't think it will go away. Now, whether this is something within you or a connection to another person. Now, Initiation and the Count Saint Germain is about you rising in consciousness. The Buddha prepares is taking your time to work out how you're going to navigate something. So I think there is something that carries an emotional or psychological or even a physical, but there's something, this is usually a split from somebody. There's something going on. It's knocked on your door. I honestly think you'd rather not be dealing with it, but I think it's not going away and therefore you have to. This is about rising above the sort of, hence the coyote energy of sort of almost laughing about it. It's about rising above the trickster energy and working out how best to navigate this in a way that holds the highest good. I think that's really what we're seeing here, because the Ark of the Covenant is about almost like upholding karma in a really good and positive way. So I do feel there is something here that you have to navigate. I'm so sorry that you're having to, because it does feel like it's something you have to do, and I suspect you'd rather ignore it, but I think it won't go away. So whatever this is, whatever raises its head, whatever knocks on your door, I think with the paint palette as well, you do have an opportunity to really think about what outcome you want. I think you can sort of think about painting the picture, as it were. But I do think in September, you sort of, I think you do have to deal with it. It's not up in the air anymore. I don't think it can, it's something that can't really keep lingering. It's something needs to be dealt with. So if this is not resonating with you, because that's a very, very strong messages in this reading, if it's not resonating, it may not be the right reading for you. You might want to check out one of the others. But let's just see what we can find out. What more can we find out? I'm seeing this one as well. Okay, right. So, Blessing of the Carter Bestowed. That is a beautiful card. We have Surrender, Sensitive Sister, Be Moved by the Moon. And we have Grandmother Dragonfly Holds the Wisdom. I wonder if any of you are dealing with something as well that could that could involve family, a family split, or even an inherited family trauma. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom, can sometimes indicate managing generational trauma, that kind of stuff. Surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. I think things will be illuminated for you. This is also asking you to really, really hold a compassionate, understanding viewpoint. I think you are the person who is able to kind of, I don't know, to hold the higher vibration, actually. We need more information for you, pile 3. I am so sorry you're having to deal with something like this. But you know, these are very tumultuous times. Lots of things are being brought to the surface. And this literally has sort of knocked on your door, and I just feel that they're, you know, it's sort of not going away. Right, let's get more information for you, my lovely pile 3. Did I just say pile 2? My apologies if I did. So my lovely pile 3, let's draw more cards. What do we have? We have the Hermit. Okay. So really this requires careful navigation, and for you to really think about how you're going to approach this. Take your time with the Buddha. Prepare. We have the 4 of Wands. This is beautiful. 4 of Branches. What we're seeing here is a really fruitful harvest. But I think that we've got a ladder here. And it sort of feels, this is, I mean, genuinely, the 4 of Branches is the 4 of Wands in a traditional pack. And this is a card of commitment. It's also a card of celebration, and it indicates a family celebration, families coming back together. And we've got a wheelbarrow of fruit here. I feel that if you navigate this carefully, you are going to be able to kind of get the result that you want. It requires preparation and holding the higher ground, being able to hold the eagle's perch, rise above, allow yourself to be guided. With the blessing of the Carter bestowed, there is a way through this that will be absolutely blessed and supported. 5 of Branches, so this is the 5 of Wands, so we've got a progression. We then have the 9 of Wands, which is a card of kind of being able to see, sort of to see the end, to be able to work out. It's like the final hurdle, the 9 of Wands. It's interesting, we've got Branches in winter. I think you might bring something to a close, my dearest ones. I think you might decide to complete something here. Maybe something does get completed. And the King of Wands. Wow. Goodness me. And look at the water wheel here. Yeah. So the King of Wands, you personally are going to be able to navigate this absolutely with yourself at the top of your game. And without, you know, the King of Wands is... There's no ego, it's creativity, it's imagination, it's spark, it's really speaking your truth. Whatever this is, my beautiful pile 3, you can do this with great thought, great care, holding the higher ground. I think you might bring something, some of you, to a completion with the 9 of Branches, because we're seeing the winter here. Look at the progression moving from the spring with the harvest to sort of somewhere where some of the branches are now not looking so healthy. You know, this is a card sometimes of envy, competition, greed, challenge. And then we get to the final, to this, you know, we're moving into winter here. But the King of Branches, this is the King of Wands, is absolutely at the top of his game. May I ask for indication about the outcome of this? I'm seeing that this can be achieved. May I ask for something of the outcome? We've got a new beginning. Okay, whether this is a new beginning because you launch yourself in a completely new direction, or, you know, because I'm sort of hearing this ship has sailed, you know, whether you set forth on a whole new adventure, a whole new journey, or you are actually taking a risk, I guess, and launching into a new chapter, maybe with someone. Let's just get more information. I'm really hearing that ship has sailed. I feel that there may be an acceptance that something has completed here. May we kindly ask for more information about how this pans out, or what the outcome of this is, please, for my pile threes. We've got the Three of Stones, which is a turning point, Three of Pentacles. Interesting, the Three of Pentacles is sometimes a card of collaboration. So actually, there could be a coming back together. We've got the Page of Branches, so the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Collaboration. There could well be collaboration in this. But this is bringing about a whole new beginning. And it's a really joyous, alive, sparky new beginning. The Knight of Wands is, you know, both the Page and the Knight. There's excitement, there's creativity, there's aliveness, there's new. If anything in your world has been stuck, if you've been dealing with any form of addiction with the Devil showing up here, anything that has been challenging, or that you've had trouble facing it, if you've had trouble facing something within yourself that has been difficult, there's an opportunity here for a new beginning. Even if you would rather not have faced it, I think an opportunity comes to face it, or something will happen that means it comes knocking on your door and there's no avoiding it anymore. And at the end of the day, you know, any form of addiction, you know, something is driving it. Sometimes it is trauma, generational trauma, but you will be guided through this. That is absolutely clear. You know, surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. This is about sort of, I think, accepting that it's the serenity prayer, you know, accepting what you can't change, noticing what you can change, and having the wisdom to know the difference. I think there may be something that you can accept with compassion, and I think you can navigate your way through this in a way that puts you really seriously at the top of your game in a big, big, big way. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. There's new opportunity here. Look at the doorways, the windows of opportunity, these openings here. And the Fool, you know, it's time to set forth on a really, really new part of the journey. It really, really is. We've got the 10. Now we've got the 10 of Wands, which is interesting because the 10 of Wands traditionally is a card of burden or responsibility. But you know, the high vibration of the 10 of Wands isn't one of burden and responsibility. If you feel burdened or overly responsible, it's because you need to shake it off and step away from it. I think you're going to release a burden, and you're going to find a way of doing it. Something that has burdened you or been a challenge for you, I think it's going to come knocking on your door. In a way, it's confronting you. You're going to have to see the truth of something. And even though in a way you might rather have swept it under the carpet, I don't think there's any avoiding it in September. This is the deal. You've got to face up to it. But you know what? It's liberating. It's really, really important. It's absolutely liberating. And I literally think, you know, I'm really seeing, I wondered about projection here, and even people painting a picture that isn't true. And these could have those meanings. But I also wonder as well whether it's time to take off a mask with the Devil here, with the Devil image. I thought it was a mask to start with. And also maybe it's time to paint a new picture, to set forth with a blank canvas, you know, to write a new movie, you know, to write a new story, to write a new script, literally. You can script a new future. I think it's time to liberate yourself from something. I don't know what that is. It could be a challenge with a person. It could be a challenge within yourself. But whatever it is, it knocks on your door and it's not going away. And I think in September, you sort of have to step up into it. But this is about stepping up into it. The Five of Wands is a card of stepping up, not down. It's like an invitation. Step up, not down. Even if you feel like it's going to be really challenging, the cards are indicating that you can absolutely breeze it. You can do this. There's a creative solution to this. Hold the light. Hold your higher vibration. We then have the King of Spires, which is the King of Swords, with determination and with a clear mind. You're going to reach the summit. Look at this. You'll get to the end goal. So whatever this is, I think, seriously, you're going to overcome it in September. This is actually, given the cards and the card, the token, and what was initially showing, and I was thinking, whoa, is this going to be okay for my pile threes? Gosh, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. But my goodness me, the outcome is monumentally positive. You can climb this mountain. You get to the summit. You achieve the end goal. Whatever you are you are needing to do, whatever you're needing to tackle, to face up to, whether it's someone or something in yourself or whatever it is, you are absolutely going to be at the top of your game. You've got the King of Wands and the King of Swords. You're going to get to the end goal. I think it's going to relieve you, release you from a burden that has troubled you or bothered you. So the reason it's being brought to your attention is because it needs to be dealt with, actually. And you're going to come through this with flying colours, literally. And just take it steady, prepare, navigate it carefully with thought. Ask for divine guidance and assistance. You will be, with the Three of Stones, you will get collaboration, you'll get help. Whether this is from someone or from your guides, from source, from spirit, you will get support to do this. This is about navigating something with creativity, with passion, with integrity, and absolutely overcoming it so that it, rewriting the script. And so from henceforth, you've got a new blank canvas. You're not tied to whatever that was or whatever was lingering from that. You're no longer tied to it at all. Top of the mountain here. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Pile 3, I'm so thrilled that we've arrived at such a positive outcome, because I was thinking, oh gosh, what are you having to deal with? But this is all about actually tackling it. If we can't identify a problem, we can't fix it. And this is you fixing that problem and coming out with flying colours. I'm going to ask for a few more cards just to get a sneaky peek into the future beyond this. Can we have an indication or a sneaky peek of the future beyond this? We have another king. Wow, wow, wow. I've said this in every reading I finish. Wow, 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 and more wow. Look at this King of Tides. This is the King of Cups. You are going to love the outcome. You are going to be emotionally free of something. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Is there anything else that we can be shown for my beautiful pile 3 as to the outcome? You have the Two of Wands. I've got two cards almost sticking together here. You have the Two of Wands, the Two of Branches, and the Three of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, the Two of Wands in a traditional pack is often shown with someone holding the world in their hand. The Three of Wands is an absolute turning point. It's that spark of creativity. This feels like a very new life. The energy of these three cards feels light, buzzy, empowered, emotional freedom, movement, no longer held back by something. This is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Pile 3, I'm sending you my biggest hugs ever. And I am just, way to go is all I can say. The universe, source, spirit clearly has your back. And I am absolutely rooting for you too. Whatever you are facing, tackling, dealing with from a higher vibration, You are absolutely going to get to where you need to be in an amazing way. And what a difference. The new chapter, the new blank canvas, the new script. I mean, wow, it's stunning. What do you want it to be? You can make it your own. This is really, truly lovely. Beautiful souls. Thank you for being here. It's a real honour to read for you. For those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. It really does help support the channel. And if you want to make sure that you never miss a reading, do press subscribe. Do press the little bell icon as well. Also, dear ones, thank you for commenting. Do keep me posted. It's really lovely to hear what's happening in your worlds. And thank you also for liking and sharing, because the more people that know about the channel, the more I can continue to put free stuff into the world. Tons of love, Pile 3. I am seriously, seriously rooting for you and thrilled at the outcome.